thank Yeforum platform to appreciate the work that we have done, and good morning to one and all here. I would like to quickly brief you about what we are doing and what is the innovative space where we are working in. So we are working in a very niche area of designing high-rise buildings. We are graduates from IIT Roorkee and IIT Mumbai, and having worked in structural engineering field for about 8 to 9 years, we started our own company about 3 years back. So we have also won an award for our modular housing design, wherein using 6 pieces, basically this modularity is of concrete structures. You might have heard about PEB structures which are built out of steel, but we are working in a concrete space wherein beams, columns, slabs, staircases, all the building parts are fabricated in the factory, and these are assembled on the site just like a jigsaw puzzle. So wherein tremendous amount of pre-engineering and pre-planning is required, which extremely shortens down your construction time frame, and which is actually required, and it is the need of the time today, wherein our national vision by our government today is providing housing for all by 2022. So even government is promoting precast technology at this point in time in order to meet the demands of today. So the design that we created, which was an award winning, was out of six pieces you can actually fabricate 500 plus different configurations of homes. So this competition was organized by Tata Group, wherein our design was awarded second prize. So that was the first motivation which took us to work enormously in this particular field of interest. And today we are the youngest company in India who has designed 5 million plus square feet of residential and commercial projects in India using precast technology. Even the tallest building standing tall in India today, it's of 25-story tall building, is designed by us using precast technology. So it's standing in seismic zone 4, which is a highly seismic prone area in Noida by Supertech Group. So it is about 25-story tall building, wherein all the building parts like wall panels, hollow core slabs, staircases, entirely is fabricated in the factory and it's assembled on the site. This is just like a jigsaw puzzle. Another landmark project I would like to state is, it is a project in Bangalore. You can also go through our YouTube channel, wherein you would find the entire construction video of this particular project. So it is a 1 lakh square feet project, wherein the entire design, pre-planning, production, erection was constructed with finishes within 4 months of time frame. 1 lakh square feet, it was like around 100 apartments, got completed within 4 months of time frame, and in 5th month we have actually handed over the keys to the client. Right. So we are actually working as a technology partner, wherein we do the entire engineering, we do the design, give our designs, drawings, everything to the manufacturing facility, that is a contractor. We do site supervision, quality checks and control, and then we deliver the services to our clients. Right. So this is a very enormously upcoming field, and we are very passionate about this field of interest, and we plan to do a lot more in this particular field of interest. So recently we have completed a project for Infosys as well. That was around 8 lakh square feet of a project size. That got completed within 15 months of time frame. So you can just visualize what is the impact of constructing any particular project using precast technology. Obviously we have several pros and cons by using this particular technology. That is, it is very highly capex aggregate, and then this mixture is poured along with the steel, and that's how you build reinforced concrete structures. When this practice is done in the factory, this is 100% quality controlled concrete that you get from the factory. So these panels are 100% cured, 100% compacted, vibrated, and then these are brought onto the site. So you would imagine the entire life cycle of the project. You have a lot of maintenance costs. So by using precast technology, you also reduce down the maintenance cost of your structure. No matter how best your conventional cast in situ structure might be, but eventually you would face a lot of cracks within your structures, because these are not major structural cracks, but these are minor cracks which comes due to creep and shrinkage and atmospheric conditions and so on. So obviously once in, let's say, 10 years, you might have to undergo painting works as well, for your own home. But when this home is built using precast technology, I would ensure you that within 20 to 25 years, you don't have to repaint your own home. That is a kind of low maintenance cost you have for your entire building as well. So this is the area of field that we are working with, and we were very surprised when we started our company, and we got, obviously there was a lot of hard work required for initially 1 year. We have seen a lot of struggle, because when you start, in terms of, I would like to speak few words in terms of entrepreneurship journey. So everyone has to struggle, it's not like everything comes in a very handy fashion and you have to leave your high profile job and start. We started initially in a 1 BHK apartment. So at that point of time, hiring even professionals becomes a difficult task. And to be honest with you, we were just left with merely like 500 to 1000 rupees. So that was a huge challenge, and so it was a very risky affair for us. Ultimately, we saw okay, if the same situation goes about for another next few months, we'll have to, because we don't have any other source of income for survival as well. So at some point of time, even I have provided coaching classes and training to the students, and with those income I have generated and I have paid to the employees, because I wanted to have creative staff with me on board. So somehow down the line, there are two things. First, you need to have creative people, and then you can execute the job. And if you get the job and if you don't have people, still you can't execute the job. So there are a lot of hurdles in the entrepreneurship journey, but you have to be patient. If you are really stubborn that okay, I have to do this, I have to take it forward, and this is what we can do in something innovative in a better way, so then you would definitely be successful. There is no looking back for that. But obviously entrepreneurship journey comes with a lot of sacrifice, right? So people, you might look at Bill Gates, or you might look at Elon Musk, and it's not a fancy thing. So when you leave and start your own entrepreneurship journey, you have to work 24/7. Okay, successful people after being successful would give you a lot of motivational speeches and things like that. But entrepreneurship journey comes with a lot of difficulties and a lot of things. Even for marketing purpose, we are not that millionaire company that we would spend a lot of money for marketing and things like that. So even today, this is done solely by myself. Like posting our, let's say, whatever projects on social media websites like Facebook, LinkedIn profile and things like that. Right? So you have to scratch your hand everywhere. Let's say right from office cleaning to everything, you should not be ashamed of doing any particular task. Even serving tea, coffee to your employees and everything, you have to manage it yourself. Right? So that is what a struggle and challenge you have to face in your entrepreneurship journey. And people who are not in this particular attitude or mindset really cannot progress ahead, because you have to leave every attitude you have while you're coming to your workspace. Right? So that is what is actual phenomenon of entrepreneurship journey, and it teaches you a lot. Today I am very proud that within 3 years, being a young entrepreneur in the field of structural engineering, first of all let me tell you how people enter into this field of interest of structural engineering. People who generally have white hair or have an experience of 20, 30 years, they come into structural engineering practice. I am not demoralizing that, but this is the fact. Very few people would actually give contracts or projects to a young entrepreneur or people in structural engineering field, because it comes with a huge responsibility. Today whatever projects we have designed, we are liable for those projects for next 40 years. So it's not a short time frame wherein we have to take the liability of a project. So why people are trusting us? Because we are doing something extraordinary. We are stretching ourselves, taking extra efforts to satisfy our customers and seeing to that whatever projects we have designed, these are perfect in each and every minor nature, and we are proud of the projects that we have done. So if you go through our website, we have done residential complexes, we have done commercial complexes, we have recently completed a mosque project. That was, this is the first, let's say a particular monument being built using precast technology. It is the first mosque in India using precast technology, and the minaret is about 35 meters tall. It's the tallest minaret in fact in precast technology. Also a residential building that we did in Bangalore. It was the first high-rise building in Bangalore using precast technology. The Noida project that we have done for Supertech, it was the first tallest building in India in seismic zone 4 to be done using precast technology. So we have done a lot of initiative works to prove yourself, because if someone gives you an opportunity and if you do not prove and execute at the first instant, no one will give you a second opportunity. So that's a huge drawback. So obviously we have like-minded employees with us. We are very grateful to have a very like-minded and good team with us, and with the entire team and with us, we have progressed ahead so far in 3.5 years. So that's it from my end. I would like to thank everyone for having patience and listening to us, and thank you once again Yeforum community for appreciating our work. Thank you so much.